And welcome, folks. Welcome to another Let's Play of Dino Crisis. I'm not JPlay85, and this was made by Capcom in 1999. Seriously, folks, welcome to Dino Crisis. I'm Supersonic SJM, and before I begin, I'll say that I won't be talking through any cutscenes. However, without further ado, let's begin.
You have mail. The second report from Military Experiment Facility. Agent name, Tom.
I have successfully infiltrated under the guise of a researcher as planned. I have encountered no information regarding top-secret development of new type weapons. But I have discovered there is an unexpected individual at this facility. The man is Dr. Kirk, the leading authority of our nation's energy research. Dr. Kirk was alleged to have died in an accident during the course of an experiment 3 years ago. The reports were premature, and it appears that he is currently working as the head of a non-weapon project at this facility. The experiment is in the late stages of development. Regarding the staged accidental death, it appears that this country is somehow involved, recommending that necessary actions be taken immediately.
Refer to the data on Dr. Kirk. Operation instructions.
Approaching drop zone.
Feels like we've got a little turbulence.
Once you hit the ground, head straight to the designated convergence point. Got it?
Sorry I'm late.
It's time. Let's move out.
What about Cooper?
Forget him. Time's up.
Wait! Wait!
Okay, this is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially over, kiddies.
Something's wrong. The lights in the guardhouse are out.
Maybe this has been a wild night of partying for the guards. You know, like song and dance.
Stay here, Junior. Leave the guards to me.
Hey, did you hear what he just called?
Forget about it. Just let Gale handle this.
All right, it's coming. Okay, let's do this. I'll infiltrate the facility and occupy the control room on the first floor. I should have access to all the security systems from there. I'll contact you as soon as I've cleared the room.
Okay, so this is Dino Crisis. Now, as you can see, it appears to play very similar to Resident Evil, but I'll go into a bit more detail about that in a moment.
Let me guess. This is some of your handiwork, right?
The brass is still warm. These guards were shooting at something very recently.
So who were they fighting?
This wasn't much of a fight. I don't think these guards hit anything before getting sliced and diced. Whatever they were shooting at came in through there, ripped right through the steel fence.
Well, the hole is nice and clean. But I still say you could have done that.
Very funny. Still need to figure out what happened here. Continue to sweep the area.
Okay, so as I was saying, very similar to Resident Evil. As you can see, fixed camera angles. However, there are some subtle differences which I will go over momentarily. First quick tip, if you see something that looks pushable, push it and it will give you a free item. In this case, anesthetic aid. Now while I'm here, I'll quickly go over how the inventory works. So, as you can see, we've got two lists in our inventory. We've got the item list and the supplies list. The item list is for key items, the supplies list is for your bullets and your medical items. Items are stackable, similar to how they are in Resident Evil. However, you can stack a maximum amount of items per slot. So, with the 9mm Parabellum bullets, you've got 34 max per slot. Hemostats 2, Medpack M2, etc. If you go over that limit, it takes up a new slot in the inventory. The other bit I'll show you just while I'm here is the mix command. So, works a little differently from Resident Evil. It's not a simple function, it's a menu all on its own. So, what I'll do, I will mix the Hemostat with the Medpack M, and we get the Medpack M+. Minor improvement, but doesn't really make much of a difference on the original Medpack M. What we would rather have is a Medpack L, which actually has more of a benefit than the Medpack M+. So what I'll do is I'll try and mix it with the anesthetic aid. So now we've got Medpack M++, excuse me. Again, minor improvement, but not much. So we'll drop out, and we'll now go into this door here. Now, one of the benefits you'll see with Dino Crisis as opposed to Resident Evil is that it uses real-time backdrops as opposed to pre-rendered. Now, one of the benefits, as you'll see here, is dynamic camera movement. With Resident Evil, the camera movements are fixed, it just chops between shots. Whereas with Dino Crisis, it can swing in, and the camera can move about the scene dynamically rather than between fixed shots. It also allows for scene changes to happen dynamically as well, so you're not stuck to using a chop to a new kind of scene and then some particle effects to mask the effect over, you can actually see the scene change as, say, a dinosaur crashes through a window or something like that. It all occurs dynamically in this game. So now we've got the resuscitation. What this does is, if I were to die in the game, I would be revived in the room just before where I died. So if I die in this room here that I'm in now, I'd be revived in the outdoor section where Gale is. Speaking of Gale, let's head back out. And we are going to go this way.
Rick here. I'm in. The place is deserted, though. I have a very bad feeling about this.
How's the progress going with that security system?
I don't know what's been going on here, but it looks like all the power in this facility is being cut.
Same here.
As long as that's the situation, there's not a lot I can do. Why don't you see if you can gain access to the backup generators on the ground level?
I'm on it. What are you doing here?
I caught the last part of your conversation.
By the way, I found a key.
Hand it over. Let's head outside.
Okay, so we're going to now follow Gale this way, back towards the section where we first started. However, this time we're going to go this way. Now, another tip I'm going to give is, if you see a corpse, search the corpse as well, because they usually have items. Again, something that you can pick up from Resident Evil if you've played that often enough. So we'll follow this path round. And
That's disgusting.
This guy's been eviscerated. Something tore his intestines straight out.
Look at those tooth marks. It had to be some sort of animal.
Okay, let's move on.
so we're going to search the body, like I said, and we get a medpack M. So what we'll do now is we'll combine that with the M++ we had earlier. Now we get a medpack L++. That is the best possible kind of medpack we can get. Just to briefly go over the differences, you've got medpack S, medpack M, medpack L. Medpack S heals a little bit of health, medpack M fully heals health, medpack L will heal health fully and stop bleeding. If you just want to stop bleeding on its own without healing, then you use a hemostat for that. As I say, the pluses and the pluses are rather inconsequential. So the next thing we're going to do now is something else that carries over from Resident Evil, and that's puzzles. So we need to reorder these batteries. So, believe... Oops, didn't mean to hit that one. That one first, then that one, and then that one. Drop out, and that should now give us power. Let's have a look. Perfect, it worked. Okay, let's go this way. So we'll go meet up with Gale again.
Gale?
Okay. That's not good. Where's Gale? Okay, run! Run like hell! Come on, get out of there, get out of there. Don't run in the fence. Keep running. Okay, we'll use Resident Evil logic. If we move into the next room, we're clearly going to be safe. So, let's carry on. What? Oh, you could be kidding me. Move, no, move, that way, that way, that way. Okay, this isn't good. This is definitely not good. Oh god. Oh, please don't get me. Please don't get me. Please don't get me. Please don't get me. Please. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you walk away. Yeah.
Good news. I got the control system back online. What's the situation over there?
It's Gale. I lost him.
So what's the bad news? Did you run into some guards?
You're not gonna believe this. He was attacked by some kind of dinosaur.
Oh, now that's a good one. So, who was it? Barney?
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We were just attacked by a big-ass lizard.
For real? What's going on over there? Alright, head over to the control room and we'll sort out this whole situation.
Okay, so we're now going to go meet up with Rick. So this time we actually get to go inside the facility. Just to clarify, I am not a complete noob, as much as I sounded like one there. You'll never see that dino again, so there's no point firing on it, because it's just a waste of bullets. Okay, that didn't sound very good. Ah, now we've reached the ventilation shafts. These are something new to Dino Crisis compared to Resident Evil. They are incredibly handy, and that's because they act as a shortcut to other areas of the game, and they also double as a safe spot because nothing can get in them except for Regina. So if you're in the middle of a battle, you don't think you're going to win, and there's a ventilation shaft nearby, head to it. The moment you hit that panel and say you want to climb up, you're safe. There's nothing to worry about. So we're now going to use it to go to this opening here. So we'll quickly run down this corridor. Grab that. Excellent, now we've got a full complement of bullets. Let's pop in here.
What's our status?
This security system is a snap for me. Real amateur stuff. So, what exactly happened to Gale? You said that he was attacked by a dinosaur?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just hope he's still alive. Anyway, our first priority is to complete the mission.
What we ought to do is just call in the chopper and get off this death trap.
That's a great idea, but Cooper has the radio, and he's missing. Hey, what's with this monitor?
That's the security monitor for the underground area. The camera's offline.
So I take it that means power still hasn't been restored to the area.
Exactly. They must have that area wired to a different power system than the ground level.
We can investigate that area after we finished our sweep of the ground level.
Okay, then I'll take care of the shutters that are blocking the way. You work your way in, grab the dock, and then rendezvous back here.
Okay, so our next objective will be to cover the ground area, and then eventually we'll go investigate the underground area.
Yeah. Now, what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
I wonder what he saw. Anyway, we're going to head back this way now. We're going to go through this door here that we left when we came out of the ventilation shaft. So, if you see a silver briefcase like this, you get a new weapon, in this case the shotgun. So I'll quickly go over the weapon system while I'm here. So your weapons aren't kept with the rest of your items, they're kept in a separate list, which you'll normally find in the equip menu. Every weapon has multiple forms of equipable ammo. So even the handgun will find some different bullets for it later on in the game. So pick your weapon, just simply select it, hit equip, go to your ammo, again equip, and you're good to go. So let's have another gander around the rest of the room. DDKs are this game's version of the keys from Resident Evil, so we'll need to collect those. Plugs are used to open this game's version of the chests from Resident Evil, so they're pretty handy. We'll keep a stack of those. I will. Let's go and see what we switched on. Indeed.
Please inform the new employee assigned to this department about the DDK system as follows. The Digital Disk Key, or DDK, is the system that secures our most important areas with an advanced locking device. To release the locks protected by the DDK, prepare and set the following two data disks at the locking device near the door: DDK Code Disk X and DDK Input Disk X. The type of DDK you need is indicated on the door: A, B, etc. If the DDK type you use does not match, you cannot release the lock. Before operating the system, make sure that your DDK type matches the door you wish to unlock.
For a quick and easy version of that, every door with a DDK needs two disks: code disk and input disk. And the code and input disk you need, the letters on them correspond to the letter of the door. So if you come across a if you come across a door C, you need code C and input C. If you've only got one or the other, you ain't getting in. Nice. I'll just grab that. Okay, time to prove I play too much Dino Crisis. Sweet! Okay, let's grab those. And then we will head into the corridor. So, that's a no, for now.
Regina, I took care of the shutter. You should be able to access the control panel now.
Already? That was quick. Thanks.
Hey girl, just get going.
Okay, so the shutters are really handy, particularly for combat situations, which I'm about to demonstrate now. So I'm going to run through and reactivate the shutter again. So, if I keep aiming, eventually we should aim upon... There we go, dinosaur. So, I can fire on him from behind this laser fence, but as you can see, he can't get into me. In fact, I'll move a bit forward so you can see him better. There you go, he's got no chance whatsoever of getting into me whatsoever. So, I'll turn away. Ooh. Right, he is most definitely dead. Can't aim at him, so he's definitely dead, and we can walk through him and there's a pool of blood. So let's quickly check out this room. So, we'll grab that DDK. So now we've got the code disk H, so we've got both the H disks now. If we find the H door, we'll be able to get in no problem. The anesthetic darts are another form of bullet for the shotgun. They come in 3 sizes like the medkits. S, M, and L. The size relates to how long it'll put a dino to sleep for. However, there is a fourth type of dart that isn't a tranquilizer. That's the poison dart. It kills any dinosaur except the T-Rex in one shot, so we want to really try and get poison darts if we can. They are also mixable, so we can make poison darts as well, but I'll get to that when the time comes. So, let's read this. Before tonight's experiment, the Chief and Dr. Kirk will be having a meeting at the second floor lounge from 1 p.m. Those who are scheduled to guard should keep a preponderant eye on the area in front of the Chief's room and the surrounding vicinity. Before taking positions, be sure to resupply your ammunition in the custody room. The weapon storage in the custody room can be opened with the combination 0426. Also, we have received information that spies have sneaked into the facility recently. If anything happens, you may have to enter the rooms of the Chief and the Professor in order to ensure their safety. You will find the disk that contains the information you will need to access their rooms on top of the locker. That's all for now. Okay. So we got the disk. Code we've already used. But what we're going to do for now, because we're coming to the end of the episode, is we are going to head back to the save room. So, let's pop in there. So, I'm going to end the episode here. So, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!